Hello friends, Abhishek, welcome you all on my YouTube channel, the OptionsDesk. So this is a Nifty50 and BankNifty analysis video through phone. So for the people who don't have a PC or a terminal or a laptop, can also do the Nifty50 and BankNifty simple chart analysis that I will do just in front of you, including the option chain overview. So now let's begin. So now directly shift to the chart of kite. As you can see, this is a Nifty50 daily chart, and now let me mark the first level, that is the Fibonacci level. Some mark whenever you're trading or whenever you're analyzing a chart, firstly always mark a Fibonacci level if there is a particular level existing. If there's not, there's no need to mark the Fibonacci level. So already you know that the 38.2% level was 9400 and the 50% level is the 10,000. So what we can expect in Nifty, firstly the trend line that I've been plotting for the couple of days was this lower trend line. Just a moment. Like marking it here slowly. Yeah. So as you know, I've already marked the lower trend line and the lower supportive trend line, and as you can see there's a clear breakout in the lower supportive trend line, and the Nifty50 has stressed this and breakdown and has given a closing below this trend line. So what clearly it suggests? It clearly suggests that there's a bearish trend in the move, and the bearish trend is much more stronger, and we can expect lower levels of Nifty. Now there's only one clause, that is only one condition. If the tomorrow also we get a sell off, so that there would be a confirmed candle and there is a pattern, I guess the three red cows or the three green soldiers for the bullish pattern and three red cows for the bearish pattern. So we can get the three red cows for tomorrow and we can head on the downside. So that was the resistive supportive line which Nifty has broken. Now let me plot the support and resistances that Nifty50 can place. So I have removed the resistive line, that there would be too much lines in the small chart, so you will get confused. So firstly I would mark the sell level. So anyone can sell below this, that is the today's low, but I would take on a buffer that is at 9155, taking a 10 to 15 points buffer. So that is 9155. Anyone can sell below 9155 for Nifty futures and can go for the target, or the first target is 9050, that is 100 points. So let me mark the first target. So this is your first target, and the final support is at 8906. So this is also the major support at 8906, and it can act as a point of reversal. Why? It can act as point of reversal because as you can see, this is the line of best fit for this candle, for this candle, for this candle, for the closing test of this candle, for the low of this candle. So that can act as a particular supportive zone. So I would request those who have shorted the Nifty from the upside can book profit at around 8900 levels or around 9000 and 8900 levels, so that they don't face a loss. So this was the support for the Nifty50, and the major support which I can see at this particular level is at this point. Yeah. So it is at around 8400 or 8380. One can take 8400 as the whole number for the reference for the support for the Nifty. Why? Because the low of this candlestick, low of this candlestick, high of this candlestick, and low of this candlestick. This is the line of best fit. If the people who are watching for the first time don't know what is the line of best fit, I request you to go through the videos given the link in the description, like how do I plot these levels and what is the basis on which I plot these levels. So I don't think that is another rocket science for you, that you will not understand. That is very simple. This is the line of best fit that we plot for support and resistances. So now going for the resistance, just a moment. Yeah, so resistance I will definitely buy Nifty futures. On the other hand, if the Nifty spot price breaks above 9412 and I can see a clear cut movement, my first target would be the high, that is 9518, that is approximately 100 points. If Nifty starts to move further, the resistance that it should face is at 100 points, that is 9627 is the first resistance that Nifty50 should face. So that was the level and the clear chart analysis for the Nifty50. I have already marked the support and resistances for you for trading tomorrow. So now let's directly jump on the option chain and let's see what the option chain is trying to say to us. So as you can know, this is the option chain that I've been tracking for, and then we track the option chain in the last 20 to 40 minutes. So as you can see, the time is 14:39, that is 2:40 p.m. So now let's see. So Nifty50 might be around 9257 or 9270. So that is ITM. So now you should check on the higher prices. So as you can know, as you already see, this side is call and this side is put. That means the left side is call and the right side is put. So first we will analyze the calls on the basis of the resistances and what levels can we expect. So now let's see. So now let's zoom in. So as you can see at the 9500, now I will just, so now you have to look at it just the last two columns. So the last two columns, as you can see, the 9400 is having 15,60,000 at this particular point. I am saying, if you are seeing the dot, white dot, at this particular point I am saying the 94,000 is having the OI of 15,60,000 and the change in OI of 7,93,000. On the other hand, at 9500 the OI is of 22,50,000 and the change in OI is of 8,30,000. So now we will move further in time. As you can see, this is 2:51. So now let's directly go to 3 p.m. So as you can see, this is the time for 3 p.m. and now let's go in the 9400 level. So as you can see, this is the same, that is 7,83,000. But at the 9500 level, as you can see, the change in OI, that is at this particular point, which was earlier of 22 lakh, the OI was 22 lakh and 50,000. It is now been reduced to 21 lakh 55,000, and also which was earlier of 8 lakh at this particular line. Let me also give you a reference back so that I'm not faking anything. So this is, as you can see, this is the 1439 time. So as you can see, this is the 9500 strike, and the OI is at 8 lakh 30, change in OI is at 8 lakh 30,000. And now as you can see, at this particular point, that is at 3 p.m, the change in OI is at 7 lakh 83,000 at the 9500, sorry, so 7,34,000 at the 9500 strike price. So that means the call writers are covering their positions, means the market is respectful to, and it can go further down up. So now let's see what happens in the near future. We see a covering, and this really suggests the market should go up, because when there is a call covering, means the call writers are cutting out their positions and they can expect an up move in market. So now let's see, this is 3 p.m. so now directly jump to, so this is 3:10 p.m. So as you can see, 9500, the call writing has been it is like the approximately the same, that is 7,34,000, and at the 9400 levels also 7,83,000. The change in OI is still the same. So now we'll go on the final time frame, that is at 3:20. So that was the final option chain screenshot, that is at 3:20. So now we can see the 9500 strike price call writing has been reduced, means the call writers have been into this option chain, and they think that the market can go down, so they have reduced the call writing. And as you can see, the call writing is just at 693. And why am I saying they have reduced the call writing? Because when the call writing is increases, the market is expected to go down. If the call writing is reduced, there is a chance that the market couldn't go up. But if you haven't noticed at this particular point, when I was looking at the option chain, I have noticed something, and I will tell you clearly why I think there is a chance for the market to go down. So why there is a chance? As you can see, firstly, at this particular point, now let me, yeah, so go ahead. So as you can see, 9400, the change in Y is at 7,93,000, and after 20 minutes, as you can see at this particular point, the change in Y, there is definitely no change in Y at the 9400. It is just 7,80,000. That is 10,000 difference. That is merely any difference. But when we go on to the level of this, that is at 320, there is a massive change in OI, and there has been a massive call writing at this particular level. And now the change in OI at the 9400 strike prices, now let me zoom out a little bit for you, is now 8,12,000. That is a 20,000 change in OI. But there was a massive change in OI at one another place too. So what I would explain now, so just change. So as you can see, just a moment. So as you can see, there is a strike of 10,000. As you can see, this is a very fast covering, and this is the 10,000 where it is written minus 4,13,550 change in OI. So as you can see, there is a very fast covering in the change in Y at the strike price of 10,000. So means the people were covering the positions in 10,000. But later when we see at around 3:20 p.m. there was another short selling, because there are many sellers who are approximately thinking that the BankNifty, that the Nifty50 cannot easily make it to 10,000. So they were selling the call options, and they expected to go down. On the other hand, now we'll analyze the put option. So as you can see, this is the time of 251. So we will start from 251. As you can see, the last two columns you will see. So this is the last two columns. So the major OI is at 16,33,000, that is at the 9,000 strike price, and also the change in OI is of 4,69,000, as you can see it clearly here. On the other hand, the another OI is at the level of 9,200 and then 9,100, which is exactly at 4,50,000 or 4,60,000. On the other hand, when we move further, that is in time, we get to see that at this particular point the change in OI has been, the put writing has been increased. Means there are people expecting that that the expiry is near and the Wednesday can be a premium decaying point, so they wanted to eat premium, so they can have increased the put writing so that the market stabilizes in the between, and it should not give a big move as it has been giving in the past few days or the past 2 days. So on the other hand, as you can see, this is the level. So now let's directly go to the 90. Yeah, this is the 3:20 p.m. As you can see, the put writing has been reduced to the 9,000 levels, and the people have started. There was earlier a 4 lakh put writing, and now the change in OI is only of 3,09,000. So there's a put writing has been reduced, and the sellers might be expecting that the market can go much down. So a call writing was increased at 10,000 levels, and further levels at the 9,400 levels there was also a call writing increase of 20,000 points. So the sellers can expect the market to go down. So that was the, so I will also read a message for you. So yeah, the message says like this: 90,000 put side seller positions was covered at 3:09 p.m. There was a change in OI of 9,000, which was at 4,98,000. Then at 3:20 p.m. it decreases to 3,09,000. Put writer ने अपनी position square off की at 10:15. That was, there was a small up move. If you have seen the 5-minute chart of Nifty 50 for today, there was a small up move. So this small up move was the put writers covering their positions at the lower side, and at the 1000 strike, or the call writers were covering their positions, and at 10,000 strike CE the change in OI was at -244 at 309 pm. That I've already explained you. There was a massive change in OI going on at the 10,000 strike price. In the next 10 minutes the seller created the position at 3:20 pm, and the change in OI at 10,000 CE was 18,100. So means seller covered all their position and also entered more call writing and did major call writing at the 10,000 levels, because the Nifty going to 10,000 levels is very highly unlikely. So now we will go and analyze the chart for the Bank Nifty. So as you can see, this is the clear chart for Bank Nifty. So I will not mark the Fibonacci level, as everyone knows where the Fibonacci level clearly is. So I will just mark the trend lines for you. So I marked this trend line, and this is the same. As you know, the Bank Nifty and Nifty have both given a breakdown below this trend line, and we are expecting a follow sell off tomorrow. Then only the breakout will be confirmed. If the Bank Nifty goes again back into this trading range, then we will modify the trend line and we will shift this trend line point to this level. If we see a new low, it means this particular candlestick has given a new low and the Bank Nifty goes back into this trading range, then we'll shift the new trend line to the low of today's candle. But Bank Nifty has given the breakout. Now let's see, and now let's analyze on the basis of support and resistances. So as you can see, one can definitely sell below the lower price, means the low price of today. And the targets one can expect is that this particular level, first target, second target, and a major support zone. So yeah, so these are the 3 or 4 targets that you can expect in the Nifty, Bank Nifty. Firstly, you can sell at this particular level, that is the below the low of this candlestick, and the first target that you can expect is at 18,800. You can square off your positions, because 18,700 is a very good support. I've already been explaining that 18,700 has been a very good support for the past days, and can act as very good support for the breaking down of Bank Nifty. Next, the 18,300 or 18,400 will act as good support, and the final support, a very much strong support, stays at 18,000. So on the other hand, if Bank Nifty starts to move up, one can definitely buy a call option at above the 19,880. That was also the today my buying price over the Bank Nifty futures. And for the targets, one can aim is of like 20,250 or 20,150, and there would be a rally of 300 to 400 points. So I am expecting a good rally either on Wednesday or on Thursday, which can come in both Nifty and Bank Nifty. So let's see. On now the final resistance marking for the Bank Nifty, we can assume at this particular point. So the resistances on the upside for the Bank Nifty are small, because Bank Nifty is giving a bearish move, and to cover that bearish move it has to move very very long, so it might create resistances at these particular levels. So this was a clear chart analysis for the Nifty 50 and Bank Nifty. I hope you liked this video. If you did like this video, please give a like, share and subscribe. And if you want the snippets for the option chain and these messages, you can definitely contact me on my Telegram channel, the OptionsDesk. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and please like this video. Thank you.